The Mysterious Neighbors. Part 1. For the first few months after Tom Mann and his family moved into our street, everyone thought they were just normal people. They looked normal, acted normal, said the normal sorts of things everyone says. Tom and I were in the same class, and because we were next-door neighbors, we walked to school together and became friends. His mum worked at home and looked after his little sister, and his dad drove to an office in the industrial site out of town every day. I cannot remember, looking back, one unusual thing Tom said in those first few months that might have given away who they actually were. I mean, what they actually were. I suppose if I thought hard about it, it might have been the day we were kicking a ball around idly after school with a few other kids. I think it was Kurt who kicked it harder than he should, and it went flying over straight towards the man's living room window. I could just see the fair head of his sister bobbing around behind the window. I thought at the time the sun must have got into my eye. I saw Tom not exactly jump or leap like a normal boy, but kind of flutter upwards, his shoulders twitching back and forth in a motion I've never seen in a human. He went high above the ground, stretched out his arms, and caught the ball. Then he landed lightly on his feet. There was silence. Kurt said, "What are you, a ninja NBA player or something?" Tom shrugged. "What you're talking about, man, it wasn't that high. Here." And he drop-kicked the ball straight at Kurt. The game resumed and no one said anything else. But I had seen his face shimmer in the afternoon sun as he fluttered upwards to get the ball. It wasn't a normal human face. Kurt had seen it too. We looked at each other and shrugged. We started dropping off home one by one for our suppers. After Tom left, Kurt said, "You know they drive out of town most nights?" "So?" "That's not weird. My bedroom window faces their garage. They leave almost every evening around 10. I've been up at midnight and they haven't been back." I didn't know what Kurt wanted to hear. Sophia said, "He gives me creep vibes." We rolled our eyes at her. Everyone gave her creep vibes. The strike at the industrial site must have happened a few weeks after that. I had been hearing about it as some boring adult thing. But then, one morning Tom mentioned his dad was staying home these days. So fucking hard. I looked at him. He looked grey, fatigued. His skin and eyes looked off. I thought it was the dad being at home. Then he said, "We can't get to the site at nights. It's not lit anymore because of the strike. We need the lights." I remembered what Kurt had said. "Do you visit the site at night?" I asked. He shrugged. "There's no one there. Bright lights." "What?" I felt like I was stepping into another reality. His face was shimmering again. It looked like when he fluttered off the ground to get the ball. Not human. His eyes bulged, his mouth and nose elongating.